Welcome to A Plus Health Life channel. We discuss the ways to fulfill your life with more quality and inform you on ways to get to your life goals with less effort. Please do not forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Is eating before bed bad for your health? You get home late from work and barely have time to eat dinner before it's time to get some sleep. Long work days, social engagements, and the urge to snack make it common to eat just before bed. Yet, it's a long-held belief that noshing late at night disrupts digestion, sleep, and can lead to weight gain. Of course, you probably don't want to down a large pizza before getting some rest, but is it really so bad to snack on a bowl of cereal? Experts don't agree on the answer, but here's what we know. Eating before bed won't disrupt digestion, but it could make you feel sick. Digestion is a pretty complex process that can be simplified like this. Food moves through your stomach, down the gastrointestinal tract and into your small and large intestines. There, enzymes and muscle contractions help to further break down your meal so the particles can be absorbed by your body. The leftovers, or waste, are delivered to the colon. It's not like digestion shuts down during sleep. However, muscle contractions and stomach motility may slow when you're sleeping, so a heavy meal could leave you feeling queasy. Consuming your last meal right before bed could keep you awake. Certain foods and drinks, like caffeine or alcohol, notoriously make it hard to sleep. But many common dinner favorites, like lasagna, spicy tacos, or chocolate ice cream, can trigger acid reflux in people who are prone to the condition. Sleeping in an elevated position with the help of pillows may alleviate the problem, since it helps prevent acid from traveling up the esophagus. That said, you shouldn't avoid eating if you're hungry, since a rumbling stomach can also keep you awake. Generally, experts suggest waiting 2 hours after a meal to sleep. In fact, eating a light, protein-dense snack may be helpful. People who ate 30 grams of protein roughly 30 minutes before bed boosted their metabolism and were less hungry the next morning. He recommends sticking to a 150-calorie, protein-rich food like cottage cheese. Experts agree eating earlier in the evening better supports our circadian rhythms. But there's little consensus about whether late-night meals led to weight gain. Every biological process, including eating and sleeping, is controlled by your body's circadian rhythms. This internal clock is regulated by the environment, meaning you're more alert during the day because your body slows at night in anticipation of sleep. A lot of things are going slower at night. Your heart rate goes way down. And all of these are really modulating your energy expenditure. In other words, you burn fewer calories when it's dark compared to daylight hours. But there is one that increases when you sleep: fat burning. If you were active or eating, that wouldn't happen. That's because your body burns stored fat after depleting carbs from your last meal and stored glycogen. Eating before bed gives you more fuel to burn and decreases the length of time your body resorts to using fat to fuel itself. But can an hour or two of fat burning make a difference on the scale? Probably not. The overwhelming science would say that calorie intake is the only thing that matters. However, restricting the number of hours you eat in a day may also reduce calorie consumption, he says. Some research links late-night meals to poor overall health. That said, eating before bed is linked to metabolic syndrome, a group of risk factors including high blood pressure and belly fat, that increase your chances of developing heart disease or type 2 diabetes. Research in people who work night shifts indicate that this group is more likely to have inflammation, oxidative stress, and risk factors for cardiovascular diseases. If you can ingest calories earlier in the day, there is an advantage of metabolic health. But not everyone has the advantage of sleeping 2 hours after a meal. So what do you do? Poppers advises carving out some time during the day where you can have a distraction-free meal. This allows you to eat mindfully and consume less air with each bite, lowering GI discomfort, he says. Although no research has determined the precise time we should eat dinner, it's probably best not to eat a 600-calorie meals right before bed. Instead, make your last meal a light mix of complex carbs and protein. Of course, The best way to lose weight is by finding a plan that works for you. Stick to the one thing that you can adhere to forever. If you can stick to it forever, you're going to have the best outcome for you. A lot of people are curious to know if they can sleep shortly after eating a meal. Most people think it's bad to go to bed right after you eat. Logically, this makes sense to us. If we have something in our stomach, our bodies will have to digest it and make falling asleep next impossible. Also, let's not forget the potential weight gains that come along with late-night snacking. Is it a myth? Well, turns out you're absolutely right for thinking this. Eat your grandma's famous meat and mashed potato dish, or even a hard-boiled egg, an hour before bed and you will pay the consequences. That said, it doesn't even have to be a typical dinner meal. The majority of people don't eat a traditional dinner-sized meal and hit the sheets. It's the late-night snack addicts that need to worry the most. Don't grab those chips. For instance, eating too many snacks while watching your favorite movie right before bedtime will definitely hurt your sleep quality, not to mention these habits can lead to unwanted weight gains. Without further ado, let's talk about why you shouldn't eat right before bed. The Massachusetts Institute of Technology confirms that eating small meals just before sleeping does not necessarily lead to weight gains. However, there are other good reasons why you should not sleep immediately after eating a meal. Calories. It is untrue that late-night snacks or eating in the evening will cause significant weight gains. This is because evening calories are the same as daytime calories. You only gain weight if your caloric intake is more than your caloric expenditure during the day. On the other hand, if you eat excess calories before sleep, then you will definitely gain weight. Eating properly. Generally, it is believed that you will gain weight if you eat late. This is because of the different food types that you may eat before sleeping. Eating high-calorie snacks at night or in the evening leads to body fat increase. Those high-calorie snacks include chips, sweets, or cookies. You should limit your evening snacks. This includes avoiding large meals too. This way you will diminish your chances of gaining excess weight. The website advises you to eat more small meals throughout the day. This will enable you to avoid hunger right before bedtime. The time you eat is not that important as compared to the quantity you eat. If you want to lose weight, your caloric intake must be less than your caloric expenditure. No matter when you eat, whether early in the morning or late at night. It is as simple as that. Eat a few hours before going to sleep. According to a famous dietitian, you must eat your last big meal of the day at least 2 to 3 hours before going to bed. And, if you are awake till late in the night and 4 to 5 hours have passed after you ate your last big meal, then you can have a little snack before bedtime. In such cases, you can eat snacks that digest promptly, like a piece of fruit. You must avoid beverages like alcohol and coffee in the evening. It's hard to do sometimes. They can negatively affect your sleep. Risk of eating late. Eating late at night may result in less hunger the next morning. And, if you skip breakfast, you risk to overeat or even eat unhealthy snacks at lunch or later in the evening. When you sleep just after eating a meal, your body is busy digesting your final meal. This can result in various issues, such as indigestion, and a higher risk of a stroke. Also, eating late increases chances of mental exhaustion. This is probably why so many people claim they have nightmares from late-night food consumption. Weakened willpower and impaired judgment can occur as a result. Not to mention the complete exhaustion and lack of energy too. It's one of the worst things you can do if you're a bodybuilder. Please do not forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel.